ones. Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of the Talk to Tanner Morning Show, where we go over tips, tricks, ideas, and exercises to help make you the absolute best version of yourself. This is your host, your life coach, Tanner DeWitt, and today we have a fun episode. Just 3 free business tools, and one of the hardest things starting out getting into the coaching and getting into buying some properties was spending any money at all, because it seemed like, if I spent anything, I would lose it all. It'd all crush on ourselves. Let me know if you know the feeling, because that was definitely one of the things I was really worried about when it came to, and this is that weird, what's it cost you? What's it going to return you? You hear people like Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad author, Tony Robbins, a lot of these other guys who I've been looking up to and reading a lot of the material. There seems to be this handicap and this crutch when people are starting out and things. They don't want to spend anything to try and generate revenue and this and that. Or you can spend money in the wrong ways and it doesn't really produce or yield anything. So to kind of help with that and get us going, because the main thing we want to focus on is just taking action. As a coach, that's pretty much our main goal, is to feel really good about the bullshit we've been dealing with over the years and create a personalized experience that brings a lot of value to the marketplace that we're able to give and sell to others for profit. All right. Okay, so to help with that, I'm going to go over 3 free tools that I personally use and that are free to you, that you can use at any time, and then also go into a little deeper as you build these up, if hiring somebody out makes sense, or if just reinvesting these and some money in there. But to get started is completely free, and I know that's a huge handicap for a lot of people, so no excuses. But let's go ahead and dive into it. So we have 3 free tools. Let's go ahead and we're going to go to the handy dandy chalkboard behind us for the free tools today. Good morning. 3 free tools coming right up. Let's go ahead and line this up. Oh, our kitty cat likes to jump on the chair over here, so excuse her. So let's go ahead. 3 free tools. Let's go ahead and make sure our friends over at Instagram are all lined up and ready to go. We're all good. 3 free tools. Number 1 would be cold calling. Cold calling. So cold calling is not very fun in a lot of cases, or it can be fun if you're calling the right people. So what do? I look up, say you go to realtor.com. You go to realtor.com and you type in, or you could go to Remax, you could go to Century 21, you could go to Keller Williams, you can go to literally any real estate website, and you can look for real estate agents, or there's another website called Bigger Pockets. Bigger Pockets. There's Bigger Pockets. I use that one for looking up like lenders information, because right now I'm really focused on being a coach and putting together a life plan for real estate agents and for mortgage lenders. Been working really well with them lately, and I get all their contact information. Phone number is what we want. Phone number. We want their phone number to call them, and you're not even trying to sell right off the bat. What you're trying to do is you're trying to introduce yourself, or at least this is my strategy. I'm not trying to sell them on the first call like, hey, do you need a life coach? I'm saying, hey, would it be okay if I sent you this exercise? It's been working really well. Or could we connect on our second free tool? So this is free tool number 2, and that would be social media. Social media. I do this live morning show. I'm just trying to hold more people accountable to their goals. I'm trying to help people be clear on their goals and take consistent action to get the results they deserve, not only for themselves, but for the people they love. So just saying something a lot shorter than that, be like, hey, I see that you're doing a lot of great work. I'm a coach. I coach a lot of people in the area. Would it be okay if we connected and looked and liked and shared each other's stuff on social media? A lot easier ask. And a lot of other people, they want eyes on their social media as well. So usually it can be a nice mutual exchange, such as I go on there, I follow them, I like some of their stuff, I comment on a few things, and then we're kind of in the algorithm together. And then hopefully my morning show pops up to them to show that I do this every single day. This is episode 185, and we're continuing to grind out. And how much does it cost me to just post on this? And just to build a profile, and just because what people do on social media, even though say you're not posting, making a ton of money off of getting clients in, but what people are doing before they do work with you, this is kind of like a little bit of the background check today. So they're saying like, oh, this person's doing this consistently. Oh, they're doing really well with this. Oh, this looks really cool. Oh, I could learn something from them. And it can be the last check to yes or no, whether I do want to work with you. So social media, if you're not using that, I'd highly recommend that. Even in finding your own format. Like I found my little groove with, okay, do the morning show, jump on their live for that. That works really well. And then you can continue to work on other things. You can take snippets of content and repurpose it. And there's a lot of ways to stretch that out. And additionally, that is free. It doesn't cost any money. So you can grab on there. Number 2, social media. So first one was cold calling and getting people's phone numbers off of websites, business sites, whoever you're directly going to. That's how I start with that. And then number 3 is email. And then so the coach who I work with, he recommends more so doing the weekly email. But if you're starting out and you haven't really done it before, I would recommend doing monthly. So you can do weekly, you can do monthly. Don't do daily. I wouldn't want to do that just because that's probably a little too much contact and touch. But email is also another free tool that you can do. So you can be building up not only phone numbers when you go to, say, a website with the type of business meetup. So you could go to a Facebook page and you could start direct messaging people off of social media. You can be sending DMs that way to try and connect with people. You're trying to essentially get people's information. You're saying, what can I do? Is there anything in the world I can do to help you? Is there anything I can do to help you? Can I help you set some goals? We do this life planning. This is my information. I just want to let you know that I exist. And again, we've all heard, I've read multiple business books and kind of just now kind of seeing the touches and doing a ton of episodes and this and that. It's still going to take 7 to 12 touches. 7 to 12 touches to close the sale. But these are 3 free tools, so there's absolutely no excuse to get started. And as you get deeper into these, you can get things like a dialer for your calls. You can get things such as you can hire a social media manager. You can get a team, an assistant who organizes and creates the content and pushes it out and make sure that they're like a CRM system that tells you they've looked at the email, they've responded to it, that they've downloaded the PDF, whatever that could be. So these are the 3 free tools I like the most and that I'm using the most for 2023. So what is the one, if you only could pick one and you want to get started on one, which one would you want to be doing? What would you best do with cold calling? Because here to tell you, if you're going to do something like this, like a coaching service or a life planning and strategy, you're going to have to be able to get on the phone and close these people. No one's just going to click, or I haven't been able to get it to do that, to work like that. The only way I've been able to close people is when I'm talking them over the phone or in a Zoom meeting after they go into to check out a free meeting with me or something like that. That's the only way I've been able to do it, versus just like a quick, like, go to my website, sign up real quick and pay me money. You're going to have to probably talk to these people, and cold calling is great practice. Social media is there. Could you do a morning show? What can you get a running ticker for that can help people remember who you are? And lastly, again, the email. I like Gmail. I think Google email does a really good job with organizing and trying to help things set it out, not be too spammy or this and that. And remember, smaller and more concise is better. How do I store all this stuff? Through Microsoft Excel, but we can get more into that in another episode. But these are the 3 free tools that I would highly recommend going into 2023. But that's all we have for today. Cleo, I guess we're going to sign off. We're getting out of here. Say bye, Cleo. Wish everyone a happy Wednesday, hump day. 3 free tools. I'm signing out. You guys have an amazing day, and I'll be back here live again, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time with another episode. Cheers, friends.